Hello, everyone, and welcome to Katy, Texas. We're going to be taking a ride in the 2024 BMW X6 in black color right there. Gonna go to LaCenterra, which is also in Katy, Texas, not too far from here. It's a nice place to see. As you can see, the car is all dark in this beautiful sunny day. 76 degrees here on September 29th, 2024. It's a 2024 vehicle. Black rims, red calipers, although it's hard to see in this lighting because it's so bright out. Red calipers. We're here starting out in the HEB parking lot, which is a supermarket. HEB. So technically this parking lot is Fulshire, Texas, and it's not Katy, but it's in the Katy area, so the HEB actually has a Katy address also. But like if something big happens where the police need to respond or whatever here, it would be Fulshire Police. And here we go. We're gonna let me lower the music so we don't get hit with YouTube for copyright music. But I'm gonna start out here, but I gotta place this on this holder, and this holder kind of gets tricky. It's not difficult to put this on there, but it's what's difficult is not getting this in the shot. This, see the black? So let me go ahead and stop the video for now, and I'll continue. Hope we're not backwards. Yeah, I'll stop and we're gonna restart. All right, so here we go. And there's some construction going on, but it's Sunday morning here on September 29th, 2024, and it's about 9:30 in the morning. I'm starting this part. So let's see what today has to offer in our drive to LaCenterra. Construction already starts right here. Because usually you have two lanes. Now they're doing some work, so it turns into one lane. And it's a little bit of a mess, but it is what it is. Hopefully we catch this light here. There's some bicycle riders too in the front. As you can see, barely a cloud in the sky. Very sunny day, beautiful. Florida just recently had a very, very strong hurricane, Category 4, I believe it hit them, with a lot of rain and wind destruction, and it even killed a lot of people. I think in the 30s or something like that, 30 something people, or maybe more than that. Last I heard about it, but it may be more. I forget the name of the hurricane, but it's the one right after, maybe Helene, yeah, I believe it's on Hurricane Helene actually. And not too long before that, we had several months back, we had a Hurricane Beryl that came through Katy and Houston and everything, and did some damage, mainly to people's fences. If there were like wood fences, it dropped some of those. So people had to fix those. And as you know, everything is very costly, so it's not that inexpensive to fix a fence anymore for a house. So I can't imagine if your home gets damaged, and I know people have insurance, hopefully, but it's still, you have to have a certain amount that the insurance won't cover or give you a hard time, and it's just not worth it. But hopefully you have insurance so it covers a lot of the damage. But this is why home insurances have been going up amongst everything else with inflation right now. So yeah, it's been really tough making it, for everybody. Even auto insurances have gone up, and cost of living, just inflation, kind of is out of control a little bit. Oh, look at that. That car turned and the other one was flying. Acura. Black Acura. This is a nice drive on this road, boulevard called Cinco Ranch Boulevard. Usually it's pretty calm to drive. But as you know, any kind of driver could be on the road at any time. But being Sunday morning, hopefully it won't be too bad. And LaCenterra is very nice to see. It's something for the community in Katy. It's kind of famous because it's got a lot of shops and everything, and then it has an area for kids to play and people to sit. And today being a beautiful day, only in the mid 70s Fahrenheit. Not sure what it translates to in the centigrade. But in Fahrenheit it's not very, very hot, especially for here, for this region of Texas. And especially what we've been through most of the summer. But today the high is supposed to be 94 or 90, I believe 94 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is very hot for this time of year, late September. But right now it's only in the 70s. And this morning, a few hours ago, it was just 63 degrees, about 6:30 or so in the morning. It was 63, so that's kind of cool living. So even though it gets very hot this time of year, even in the afternoons, earlier in the day, it gets cold. Whereas in the summer, it's hot and humid all the time. But we have lower humidity today, so it's actually a very nice day, even with it being hotter later today. So it's not as bad as usual. But depending where you live, what your climate is, this may be even very hot for you. I remember one year I went to Alaska, and it was in late May, and it was in the 30s when we were walking outside. And this was like midday. I'm like, golly, doesn't it get warm over here? And we were in Juneau, Alaska. So it gets, depending where you are in the United States, some areas are very cold still. And as climate change is happening, hopefully, it doesn't keep getting worse and worse, but that's what they're predicting, that it's getting worse and worse. Just a matter of being able to slow down how hot it gets and how warm it gets. So that, for example, we have less hurricanes and less destructive storms that occur, not just for the US, but worldwide and everywhere. Yeah, as you can see, it's a nice drive going to the LaCenterra. convertible M40i. Oh, those are very, very, very fast. Even though it's a convertible and it's a two-door, a coupe, they're very, very quick and fast, both. I've driven a M40i before, but no, I think it was just a BMW 40i, and it was still very, very fast. So those M's are extra, extra fast because they're, if I'm not mistaken, they're 8 cylinders. And if it's a 6, it's a bigger 6, and it's with a lot of horsepower. I don't know the exact horsepower on them, but I'm pretty sure like the 0 to 60 miles per hour will be in the probably low 4 seconds, maybe even, yeah, something like that. And I don't know about you, but that, to me, that's very, very quick. Definitely faster than the vehicle I'm in the BMW X6 right now. Now the M's on these are quick too, but not as quick as that. And not as fast. Because it's a SUV, they call it a coupe, sports. I forget exactly the acronym for it, but right now. Oh, a sports activity coupe, or coupe. But to me, this vehicle, like, you can't really go too fast with it because the braking is not that great on it. So if you have to really like slow down very fast on it, you can't really do it. So it's more of a, I guess most people buy the BMWs not because they're great vehicles, but more of an image thing. Yeah, because of, you know, of kind of famous BMW and Mercedes-Benz. But I wouldn't necessarily call either one of these vehicles very great vehicles. But, you know, everyone has their own opinion, and I guess it depends on what model of each vehicle you get to. But I know if you take into cost of a vehicle, the maintenance and the reliability, all those are definitely important other than just the performance of a vehicle. Because I'm pretty sure any car manufacturer could just put, you know, crazy engines in their vehicles and make their vehicles quick. But how long they last is what matters. You can pretty much make, any car manufacturer can make a vehicle that goes extremely fast if they wanted to. But will it last, or will it break down right away, or what? You know, taking those into consideration and the cost, it might not be the wisest thing to do. But this specific BMW, I don't really drive it hard, or anyone that drives this doesn't really drive it like a sports car, really, or doing it to race or anything like that, ever. And I think that's where vehicles will more likely than not have more problems. But of course, you know, as a vehicle gets older, BMW uses a lot of plastic components, and those plastics, after a few years, they start to crack and get old, and the temperature, hot temperature, cold temperature, and the changing of the weather constantly does not do them well. But the specific engine in this vehicle is supposed to be very good reviews on that. I believe, forget if it's called B58 or what it is, the type of engine, the 6-cylinder it is. But it's a very good one, and it's supposed to outlast a lot of their engines. But it's not just the engine of a vehicle that matters, it's everything else around the engine too. So if you have hoses and pipes and stuff that start to crack, that's a problem. And on German vehicles, as most know, they're a lot more costly than an American vehicle, for example, or a Japanese vehicle even. So I'm gonna go to LaCenterra, going through the back of it actually, but I'll go around so you see pretty much most of it and the whole thing. Back parking lot here. And this place really gets busy later in the day. Right now it's not too bad because it's still morning. Right now it's 9:46 a.m. So yeah, right now some people just starting to trickle in, but usually it'll be really packed in here, like, and then you can barely move. It's like bumper to bumper traffic in this shopping center. But I'm still gonna go around to show you guys, since we're doing a video here. You got Torchy's Tacos on the right, which is a taco store. Their tacos are very good and very famous. Houston, Texas. Hot chicken on the left, which you can't see it on the video. I don't want to move the camera, the phone, and the camera system. But there's some water on the right there. You got people eating breakfast on the left there, ahead. What is that called? That place is Dish Society. And you guys can use like Google Maps or whatever if you want to check out where I'm driving in LaCenterra in Katy, Texas. You could look it up. It's kind of interesting place, very nice. So a lot of people do come here. There's a Trader Joe's there on the right, which I'm not turning right though. I'll show you that part. And they have parking garages and not just parking lots, because you only have parking lots, you can't really fit everything. There's a World of Beer on the left here. The Rapport or Roxport, if you say it in English, but it's New Orleans, Taste of New Orleans, I guess. That restaurant was. There's Dish Society again on the left. Central Green, that's where the kids and everything play on the left here. And they have like artificial turf for kids to run around and everything on. And chairs and everything for parents to be around. Oh, look at the blue Audi on the left. Forget what they call those, right? I haven't seen one in a long time. There's a Sweet Paris on the left. So I have the crepes and the crepes. The French, what do you call it? A dessert or food? I'm not sure. I think it's more of a dessert than it is like a dish. So it looks like pancakes. Here, I think in the US they call it crepe, but it's in the French, I believe they kind of pronounce it like crepe or something like that, or crepe, something to that effect. Yeah, we got all kinds of stores on the left and right. There's a Mexican restaurant, Embrisa, on the left here. And then Nando's on the left, which is a chicken store. Yeah, so another time I have to do a video when it's like pretty packed in here, so you kind of get the sense of how busy this place is. But this is good just to like move around fast right now to do the video. Other than that, it would take a real long time to like just to be in here and move around and show you anything. So sometimes it's not bad in making a video if you're a place that's kind of slower at the time that you're driving in, or you're there and walking around. And Kilwins, chocolates and ice cream on the left here. And they have a very good yogurt, frozen yogurt place Gelato. They're very good. They're expensive, but it's good. They're on the left. Sephora on the right. Buff City Soap on the right. Postino, which is a restaurant, on the left. Lululemon, which is a clothing store, on the right here. The Shade Store, I believe that's... You would think it's for like glasses store, but it's not. It's for like shades for your home or office. And there's a lot more to like show you, but driving wise, we pretty much covered most of the areas without going into like garages and everything. So let's see, Bakery Street Pub and Grill on the right here. And you see the LaCenterra with the horse head. Right directly in front, LaCenterra. This says at Cinco Ranch. And now we're gonna go here's the garage on the right. I guess I could go by the Trader Joe's, but from this side now, because since it's not too busy. Usually it would be like way too busy to try to turn that way and show you the rest of it, but since it's a lot slower right now, I could do it, I guess. But I would have to go around one more time. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll have to go around one more time, which isn't bad right now because it's still early and most people aren't out yet. See, all these parking slots will be totally full later, on the right and the left, both. Right now they're still available because it's early, like I said. LaCenterra at Cinco Ranch. Okay, this time, yeah, we'll go by the Trader Joe's on the left. And perhaps, unless something crazy happens, I'm gonna probably end the video there. So, having said that, before I even end, please remember to give the thumbs up if you haven't already. And the camera is too forward for me to reach my thumb in front of it. Too difficult. I was driving also, even in the parking lot. But and if you haven't subscribed and you like my content, please subscribe. I show food sometimes, and the restaurants I go, and driving videos like this, and sometimes I walk and show places around. Those are most of my... Oh, and when I go on vacation somewhere, most of the time I'll show something about that place too. Like whether it's in Mexico, Cancun, Dominican Republic, places. Those are some of the places I've gone in the past. See Trader Joe's right there on the left. As I'm turning, you could see it. There's the Trader Joe's. And with that, oh, Kava on the right too. You haven't tried Kava yet and you live in the United States, they're all over the place, I think, now. And it's like Mediterranean. It's like a Chipotle, but in more of a Mediterranean style. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the video. Yes, subscribe if you haven't. Make a comment letting me know how you like this drive. And hopefully you enjoyed it and you fully watched. And even if not, thank you anyway. Yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Appreciate you. Bye-bye.